So Akuma Riddle is definitely the sort of show you might as well marathon, since you will just be bored and just pissed off, but slightly excited because of the fight scenes, and for it being a 6 to 7 hour runtime, making it easy for anyone to marathon it the whole night. But this anime inhabits to infuriate most people who probably watch this of the lack of characters, of dynamicness, the story being very shite, and of course the animation and sound being quite well executed, but does not save this anime whatsoever. This is my anime gone wrong of Akuma no Riddle, and by the way, I am so sick, so I do not really want to do this, but I will, because Akuma no Riddle must be talked about. Let's get started. Akuma no Riddle is about an assassin named Tokaku, who is supposed to be in a high school class full of assassins, where they're all targeted to one girl among them, Hiru. Whoever kills Hiru gets anything she wants. Tokaku deflects to protect Hiru, and most of the episodes involve one episode at a time, trying to off Hiru, with a couple of exceptions that mess with the formula. Tokaku is supposed to be falling in love with Hiru, and vice versa. First of all, premise of the show is really interesting. I mean, a bunch of sexy female assassins fighting our two heroines, who wouldn't like that? For myself, I was like, hell yeah, I would totally watch this, but goddamn, we get little payoff that is truly classified as a Yuri anime. Anyways, Akuma no Riddle would have benefited by getting more than 12 episodes to tell its story and develop its cast, but I still enjoyed its fighty Yuri sense with the plot as opposed to another slice-of-life comedy, assuring that the story and the Yuri somewhat sense relationship between Hiro and Tokaku would have paid off. I didn't really want to beat to death on how disappointing Hiro and Tokaku's relationship ultimately was. Like, goddamn, you would think a title marketing itself as a Yuri series would do more by its series end. So I move on to bitch about how the rest of this anime truly is and why it deserves an anime gone wrong. So could I say that the characters are diverse? And really, I don't think they really are at all. Actually, each girl is similar in a familial level. Each character is two-dimensional, and there is simple formula on how each character behaves. It's no different from having different archetypes in other genres, though. In Akuma no Riddle, the assassins who target Hiro only get one episode to showcase their background and wit. This makes characters whose personality hasn't blossomed yet seem irrelevant. You care for the character only for the episode, and after one or two more that pass by, you either forget them or simply not care about them anymore. For those assassins that happen to last longer, in my opinion, they do not rub off as well as likable. A huge thing to complain about is this development is Hiro and Tokaku. After the first to second to fourth episode, you pretty much understand them, and there's no real development by them, and you choose to skip ahead, you truly won't miss much besides the weekly assassin's backdrop story. Hiro is a gullible character, aware of being targeted by many of the assassins that she tries to make the best of her experience. People who watch this anime complain of her being useless, which I can agree and slightly disagree. At least compared to other female characters claimed useless, Hiro will not sit back and watch much. She has her moments and where she puts in a decent fight. Tokaku is a different story. Also, if it wasn't for Tokaku's slightly noticeable chest, then I would have confused her from being a man. Tokaku is simply an overprotective character that focuses her task at hand a majority of the time. Tokaku is simply a boring character to follow, and if it wasn't for those action scenes, I probably would have stopped caring about her and Hiro. Akuma no Riddle had all the pieces together to become something really good, but the assembly led to its mistakes that ultimately brought down the series. It is still, and it is enjoyable aspects, however, but the animation, for example, which isn't elitely impressive overall, conveyed the fight scenes and actions quite well and without compromise. Character design do stand out, thankfully, and each assassin has a memorable distinct design, setting them apart from the rest, but overall, the animation is technically mediocre to average at best. The music really is nothing here to brag about, but by far it is the best of Akuma no Riddle, and I really didn't have much negative to say about this. The OST applies scenes well, and while it doesn't really stand out compared to other animes out there, it fits the background nicely. The OP is notable in delivering a fittingly moody and energetic tone filled at an astute visual experience. Regarding the EDs, Akuma no Riddle generously gives nearly every assassin their own song and can easily serve to further their characterization as who they are. For example, the 8th ED is able to effectively execute the wistful delusion of the character through its lyrics, tune, and visuals, and the art of the EDs are in good quality as well, matching the characters nicely and further indirectly characterizing them. It's a shame that the whole series was not able to deliver the same level of characterization and sound with such conviction. So what the fuck? was Tokaku doing in the last episode? It would have been so much stronger if Hiro and Tokaku would have discussed what they would do to get rid of the endgame, instead of Tokaku playing right into it because she wanted to prove her feelings were real. And was Hiro dying really worth that? It would have been so much stronger at the ending instead of Tokaku getting lucky and not killing Hiro because of the convenient titanium plot device? Oh my gosh, they would have came up with a fake trying to kill Hiro plan without being the knowledge of stabbing her in the same location that wouldn't kill her. As for Chiruru and Hitsugi, normally I would be like, yeah, on a fictional lesbian couple I like for not being dead. Although, I wasn't offended by them dying whatsoever. I guess because of the assumed Tokaku Hiro endgame, and I didn't feel that sad about it otherwise because it wasn't super attracted to them before it happened. But this series did such a piss poor job in explaining why they are still alive. Shit! However, the half-assed explanation of Hiro being alive was, at least, we got an explanation. It's essentially hand-waving that Chiruru's case since she drank a bottle of poison brewed by a legendary poison assassin. But anyways, I really don't want to go any more further on how much this anime kind of infuriated me, even though I've kind of gave it a little bit of props in some other departments of this anime gone wrong. So Akuma no Garbage really does seem like an anime that might infuse and might excite a few others out there in the anime community for being a Yuri fighting series and just the pure excitement that it could possibly bring. But honestly, it doesn't bring much to the table that could really excite and make it stand out. But besides that, it can definitely stand out at being an anime gone wrong. And in total, from all the categories that of course I use for all my videos, of course from the story, characters, animation, sound, and personal enjoyment / biggest criticism since this is my anime gone wrong, the total overall score comes to a 4.77 out of 10, and it definitely is rewarded an anime gone wrong. Anyways, as usual, this concludes my anime gone wrong of Akuma no Riddle. If you guys did enjoy, of course, hit that like button, as well comment down below on your thoughts and opinions of this anime, as well other feature suggestions you guys would like me to explore upon in the near future. My name is JcGreen, and I'll see you guys next time on my next anime related video. Peace, guys.